What is up, everyone? It is Andrew Rapier here of Beta AT Production and Publishing, bringing you guys a new YouTube video. What we're going to do in this YouTube video is pretty much create an old school type of beat, old school rap hip hop type of beat in FL Studio 12. The only programs we will be using is FL Studio 12 as well as the Beta AT Drum Kit 2. You can get the Beta AT Drum Kit 2 at betaat.com. The link will be in the description as well, so all the samples and everything that we'll be using will be in there. We're going to actually be sampling a musical piece. The thing that we're going to be sampling is in the drum kit as well. The reason why we're using the drum kit is all the samples in there are copyright free samples done by the Beta AT Production and Publishing company, in which that allows producers and audio engineers to sample music without needing to worry about copyright, because I mean the whole point of this is to train you guys to make beats. So these are musical pieces specifically made for you guys. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do an insert. I'm gonna do a slice X, which is in our drum section. We're gonna make sure we're in a 90 BPM. I like being in a 90 BPM for I like to be under 100 BPM for sampling, usually. Sometimes, not all the time. I take that back, but sometimes, because I know a lot lately. I've been doing some work in like 120, but that doesn't matter. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a kick out of here. All right, I like that one. So we're gonna go ahead and do a little snare and kick pattern. I like that one. Alright, now. Alright, so you can kind of see what we're doing, just a basic old school type of pattern or drum pattern. Alright, so just got like a little basic kick and snare. Now we're gonna get our hi-hat. We're gonna just do a 2, fill in 2-step. We're gonna go in piano roll. Actually, we're gonna just do this. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna pull down each one. This is the velocity. So this is gonna change how hard the note hits, which would be pretty much kind of the volume, not necessarily volume, but we're gonna just do a couple of changes with the mixing before we get into the actually sampling. So we're gonna a little bit panning to the left. We're gonna do a little panning to the right. Alright, so now we're going to go into cymbal. Alright, so alright, cool. So now we got that in there. We're gonna pull up our slice X. We're gonna go over our samples. I want to go for a vinyl sound, one of the vinyl samples. Alright, cool. Alright, we're gonna go through each one and just slice it up right now. Sample 1. This is kind of like the long way of sampling, is doing the just picking it out and slicing it all by yourself. There's a tool in SliceX that will automatically slice it randomly, but I don't want to do that. Sample 4. Alright, so zoom out. Zoom in right here. I'm just using my mouse to zoom in with the scroll wheel. So I'm just going through kind of sampling some random stuff. I don't know for sure if everything's going to work out 100%, but you know, I'd rather have more samples than go back and screw up and not have any. This is just the way I work. Alt M again, sample. Oh. Alright, so I pretty much got a decent amount all done. I'm going to do a Control A. I'm going to do a Alt T. Alright. We're going to just see if this sounds nice. Alright, so. So you can kind of see how we're getting that old school sound. We're gonna go. And all I'm doing is adding a parametric EQ. So if I go in here, filter, parametric EQ, which was our kick. Sorry that if I'm kind of jumping around a little too much. If you guys have our drum kit and have the materials, it makes following along pretty easy, and your learning ability becomes a whole lot better. But yeah, back in the kick area, I pulled in a parametric EQ. I'm gonna do a slight dip in the high end frequencies, do a little bit boost down here in the bass. I'm gonna go thicken this snare. Oh, no. It's not what I was wanting. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is go over to our insert over here. We're going to do drums, reverb. Gonna put everything in, all of our drum sounds in here. So as you can see, I'm selecting the drum and pulling it up in here, which is going to allow some mix in there. I'm going to do a slide with the kick. Just kind of doing it a little bit randomly. Alright. Now if we pull up this reverb, alright, cool. Now where's that crash? I'm gonna push it. Alright, now we're gonna do an insert and we're gonna pull in a boob bass. Alright, pull up the bass, pull down, I don't want any treble, low mid. Ew. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I want to do the boo bass. We're going to change it to a bass drum. We're not going to do that either. Screw those. I don't want to add in an 808 because that's not really the perfect. Nah, we're not. Alright, now what else? Alright, so what we're going to do is split this now. I put it in everything's in our little mixer, our channel rack. Click it into our playlist. We're gonna go over up here, split by channel. This is gonna split every instrument separately. So I'm gonna hide this now. Pull down all this, Control A, Shift, Control A. Now now we pretty much have everything in here. I'm gonna go over here and create a unique sample. So we're gonna play. I'm gonna do a little bit boosting. Just doing a little stereo enhancer. I'm gonna go over to this one and we're gonna make this one unique, which was already unique. All right. This is kind of like a really rough. So all I'm doing is cutting out only this section up over here. And this is kind of like the main premise on how to create that old school vibe. Hopefully this, is not too basic for some people, but also provides some value for y'all. I'm gonna try to cut this one out. Trying to make this a little bit unique. Alright, now we're gonna go and do a little bit of the mastering just to bring it out a little bit. This is not a mastering tutorial or mixing tutorial, by the way, so that's what reason why I didn't focus too much on some of these things. Alright, I don't want that first one. We're going to change this back. We're going to go and do more cuts. I'm just naming these random samples at this point. Oh man, I think I just screwed it all up because I created these samples. All right, we're gonna go back. All right. Hold up, because I created these chops that. All right, never mind. We're not gonna even. This is what we're gonna do. This is gonna be a better idea. And zoom out. We're gonna just pull this, drag it in here, and it's not long enough. So we're gonna do all. Go back. What I'm just doing is grabbing the actual sample, and we're gonna see. Alright, cool. Shift. Now I'm gonna do a stretch. I'm gonna do snap, none. Zoom out. We're gonna stretch this out to right here. Alright, we're gonna pull up our kick. I want to beef up that kick by adding in. I like that one. I'm just doing some little mastering, not a whole lot, just pulling down pulling down the threshold, pulling up the knee, pulling up the ratio, so it's going to kind of crunch in the sound a little bit. Alright, now we're going to go down to since there's a lot of empty frequencies, I feel like we have a decent amount of room to like manipulate this and boost it. Alright, and so this is pretty much the main premise on how to make a, yeah, this is pretty much the main point or way on making a old school type beat. Just one of many ways. We used the Beta AT drum kit and just orchestrated a little chopped up sample, I guess, melody structure that's kind of similar to what you would see back in the old school days. I mean, these are also common beats nowadays that I see a lot of people making with like Machine and such. So if you want to make beats similar to like Machine and all those other MPC style beats, then this is one way. So if this kind of gives you a guidance on creating old school MPC style beats, and I hopefully this helped you. If you guys want to go get the drum kit that we use, that which also has a sample and such, then go to the link down in the description below or betaat.com. Sorry for kind of I don't mean if this was either too jumpy or whatnot. Hopefully this was able to provide enough value and information for you guys on creating that old school type beat. So if it was beneficial, give us a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe. This is Andrew Pierre here, and I'll see you guys later.